Hello everybody. So in today's video, it will be something quite short, but the difference is that in today's video, we are not going to use Cursor, Windsurf, or just Claude, but we are going to use VS Code. Yes, I'm back to VS Code. Why I'm back to VS Code? It's because since April 2025, Visual Studio Code got so much better with Copilot, and Copilot is free. And in my case, because I also have a open source profile on GitHub, I mean, I do have a ton of open source projects. And so I was granted to a premium Copilot license. If you do have open source projects and you are an active open source contributor, you will also have such a license. But Copilot is also free for anyone, but with more limitation, especially for the model. So you cannot use all models with the free Copilot version, but basically it's free for anyone. So that's the big difference compared to Windsurf or to Cursor. Like Cursor is $20 a month. Okay, it's not a lot for what it does, but if VS Code provides better tool, like better AI for free, then of course you have done your choice. It's made. Like in my case now, I was so happy with Cursor because it was so much more powerful compared to VS Code. But now it's actually VS Code is better right now. With the before basically what VS Code had, it was a edit mode here. There was like two tabs, so the chat tab and the edit tab. And now with the agent mode, it's really powerful. It got also Claude Summit 4. I know it's the same with Cursor, but still, it got everything basically. And it's amazingly powerful. So even just for generating images, like it did generate for me a script because I'm always lazy to generate screenshots. With Cursor, it did okay, but here it did better for sure. So what I got, I will show you first the ones I got with Cursor. That's also the ones generated by Cursor. You see, it's not really nice, basically. And that's the ones generated with Copilot from VS Code. You see, it's so much nicer. So that's the ones there with the correct size. And you can see the file names, it got everything. And the ones from Cursor, there's a huge difference. So Cursor, and I will just split my screen. Perfect, if I just do, yep. So Cursor, and then Copilot. You see? It's unbelievable. It's really nice. I love it. It takes sometimes a bit, like, quite some time to finish it, but that's fine, you know. I mean, it's a bit slow because it's very powerful anyway. And even for documentation, you can do fetch and then you mention the URL. And you have so many options when you choose the agent mode. Ask is only to ask, edit is only to edit, but it's not that great because it doesn't do automations for you and it's not as smart as agent. Agent is more for complex tasks. All right, so like here, oh yeah, I was asking if everything was okay with the packages, like I did a lot of upgrades. So you see, it's running all of these. So I can execute one more time that one, but it will ask you, would you like to continue with Copilot? And then you say, yes, I do want to continue. That's the thing you have to know. I mean, you have to keep in mind. And then, yeah, it does have MCP embedded now. And for the icons, like I had a lot of issues I couldn't resolve with Cursor, and now with Copilot, I could resolve them. Like publishing I think one of the most challenging one I really purposely gave to Copilot and Cursor. There's still one very challenging one that they didn't, both of them, just to publish a macOS version with some specific problems I know that they had to solve. But Copilot could publish the detect sleep without any issues, and by generating screenshots, generate marketing screenshots and generate app screenshots. So we can open both of them. I will just close this if I just make it a little bit bigger. Oh no, that's the opposite. Okay, let's close that and yeah, generate marketing screenshots. You see with different colors, you can always change. Very nice. And then we have the generate screenshots. And that one was from Cursor. So we can see that's from Cursor. And that one is from Copilot. And we can see that one was like 3 months ago. And this one is a new one. Of course, like now probably Cursor got also better. But let's still compare both of them. And yes, so here, Copilot, here, Cursor. We cannot really see much. Like basically it creates a SVG image first and then it converts to PNG. But you can see here with the function, the bash function convert. Oh yeah, it does have the same there actually. Yeah, sorry, I spoke too fast. But I mean, the render is definitely different. But we can see, yeah, for the quality of code, no, it's not really, I would say it's like similar. Yeah. What do you think? Like, which one do you prefer? Of course, this one is a bit longer. 200 lines, and that one is 93, so twice longer. But that one generates much nicer screenshots with the size as well. And now we do, I need also another size. So if I go there, if I go to Safari and 6.9, yes, I need 6.9 for my new application. So for auto sleep, see, I have 6.5. That's the new ones generated by Copilot. So 6.9. So here I will just ask, and basically I will remove the other one. I don't need the generate screenshot anymore. Goodbye. Perfect. And so let's just open Copilot here. Can you allow, yeah, let's just, can you allow that file, so generate marketing screenshot, to create, and so 6.9 resolution screenshots. At the moment, it covers only, which one and which one? 65, 6.5. And the other one was 6.5 and 6.5 and I thought I saw it. Oh, here, 5.5. However, I don't need, that's really small, 5.5. Okay, and that's our next prompt for after. Here I just have to click on continue. Again, it asks me to install the export file system. So basically when you have, like when Copilot needs to run some terminal commands, you have to press continue. On Cursor, you can have that option by default. So if you tick that option that you trust Cursor, it will do it for you. It will not ask, oh, are you sure? Because of course it can be dangerous because it's a shell command. On Copilot, I'm not sure if there's an option where you can set that to always be true. I don't think so, but I need to check actually. So here again, continue. But that's fine. It's always important actually to check because you never know. It's just a prompt, like in terms of security, you know, like a terminal command, it can just delete all of the files from your computer, like on your computer. If it does a RM with a flag RF, well, it can be very dangerous. It can remove files important for you on your computer, or even other things. It can add a virus. It can execute any kind of programs. So ideally, it's always nice to accept or not. I would say, even though now we like to trust 100% Copilot, in the future, more and more people will try to hack this, basically, all of those models. And they will have a lot of flaws, like security vulnerabilities. So we need to be already, like we need to take good habits already now before it's too late. It's like at the beginning of the web, it was safe because not too many people were using the web. And so there were not too many XSS vulnerabilities. There were not too many SQL injections and so on. And then more and more people were using it. It was more mainstream and more security vulnerabilities happened, but they were already there before. It's just that they were less used. And it's the same here with AI. The more people will use it, the more people will try to go by the back door to do things, like bad things to you, basically. So like, hacking and so on. So yeah, that's done. And that's the last command it did execute. And so now I will run my prompt here. Oh, sorry, my bad. It's not over yet. So let's just wait a little bit. Yes. We are here. So now I know that it's okay. Now it should be compatible with the new upgraded versions. It's checking my components as well. And now I'm ready to run my prompt. This one. And I don't need the 5.5 resolution either. So let's see what we get from there. We can see it updated our detailed compatibility analysis markdown. That's a file Copilot created for us. And then, of course, the most important one, the generate marketing screenshot.sh. So the bash file. And we also have an update with the size we want. So now we have 69 and 65. Why is 65? Because we need both 65 and 69. The one we don't need anymore is a 55. Yeah, I will just ask again. We need both 65 and so 6.5 and 6.9 resolutions. The only one we don't need is 5.5. Can you also make the screenshot images more appealing and to increase the click rate, more clickbait images? Perfect. Let's see now. Just wait. And automatically, I think in my opinion, Copilot is quite fast. It's way more robust than the Copilot I knew before. Like this update is really drastic, and I love it because we can see each AI code editor are competing ourselves. They compete. It's like each of them are competing each other on each other, and thanks to that, the progress is much faster. If we had only one or two main competitors, it would be much slower. And why each update is better and so much better than the previous ones. Same with the ChatGPT and with Claude AI and with DeepSeek and with the others. Why the progress is so fast? Why do we get so much better models since the last 3 years? It's because of the competitions. If it was only OpenAI and that's all, well, the people in the company wouldn't be under pressure, and OpenAI and all of those companies are hiring a lot of people because they have a lot of investors and they have to win the game. And to win the game is to be the best, because people are just ditching what's not good enough. Same with Google, with Gemini. And thanks to this, the companies are investing way more money into innovations to get the best model and the best AI text editor out there, because they just want to win the game, as simple as this. And now, before it was Cursor, now Windsurf, now Claude AI console, now it's Copilot again, back to the party. Copilot was the first one, and then very quickly later, Cursor became better. But before, Copilot was definitely by far the best. And Copilot lost the game for a little bit, and now it will again be able to compete, because at some point, people were not comparing Copilot anymore. It was like Cursor or Windsurf or something else, but Copilot was out of the game. It was already something different. People were saying, oh no, Copilot is too bad, we cannot even compare it. And now it's like, wow, it's amazing. I love it. I love it because that excitement, it's so good. Because competition is good. It's like a game, If we are watching a soccer game and no one tries to compete on each other's team, it would be so boring. Companies, game, world, same excitement, same thing, And yeah, here we are, getting there.